Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the ACEBEAM TAC AA version 2. It's a high output, everyday carry flashlight. You can find this retailing on Amazon for $29.99 typically. I got mine on sale for $23.99 on Prime days. They had the blue one on sale. I figured, hey, I'll pick it up. It looks cool. Fast forward a couple weeks and all three colors are on sale for the same price after Prime days. I gotta love that. They do have an orange, which I probably would have bought, but I'm kind of digging this midnight blue. And they also have black, so if you're wondering the different colors, yeah, this blue is one of my first blue flashlights. I like it. So let's take a look at it here. It's a flashlight. Awesome. Give you an idea how it fits in my hand. There you go, TAC AA. I'll have some other flashlights to compare it to, but just to give you a general look real quick. Let's see what we get in the box. First, the box itself, it's pretty basic. It's got some bullet points on there. It does come with a rechargeable battery, which is nice. USB-C type. Flashlight tail stands. It's waterproof. It's drop resistant. Nice. Gotta have those things. Let's see LED options. Mine came with a luminous SFT. I didn't see the Nichia option. I would have bought the Nichia, but I went with the luminous because that's all they had. But I imagine that's because of the extra throw that this flashlight can do. 5-year warranty. Okay, cool. And yeah, on the back here, I think it's just some QR codes. I don't think you can get much out of that, but if you can, good for you. All right. And then some contact information. Okay, that's it. Barcode. All right. Put that off to the side here. Okay, what do you get in the box? Well, you get the TAC AA. And we'll see how this does with the camera. The camera tends not to like blue and red together, so we'll see how it goes. We'll get some paperwork. Get a product certification. Boy, that's really tiny writing. That's how close I can get that. And you can freeze frame it if you need it. It looks like just a bunch of like contact stuff again. All right, we get a charging cable. Sweet. USB-A to C to charge the battery. Nice. I like that. You get some diffuser cones. We get a white and an orange. Nice. So you can turn this into like a mini lantern because of tail stands. I love that. And then a warning type one. So yeah. Hey, freebies. I like freebies. And then, well, not really freebies. You probably paid for that, but that's okay. O-rings. 2 of them. Okay. Always good to have extras. Now we get a lanyard. If you're going to use this lanyard, I like here. Adjustable too. It's got a little thing on the back here. Nice. ACEBEAM. Rock and roll. And then we have the user manual, which we'll look at real quick here. Make sure I got the English parts. So here we are, ACEBEAM, light where you want it. Hey, I like that tagline. Nice. And there you go, 900 lumens. Yeah, that's definitely high output. This is a little beast. When I saw it was 900 lumens and the throw it had, I had to get this flashlight. I was like, Mom, it's mine. Here's feature list. If you want to just freeze frame on that. And they got technical parameters. You can freeze frame on that. Now you got turbo, high, medium, low, strobe, SOS. But there's different ways that can be used. You'll find out what the different profiles this flashlight has. It has 6 of them. Awesome. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. You can definitely just pause it. So here we go, operating instructions. Pretty important here because I'm not really going to show you how to change the profiles. They call them modes here. There's 6 of them. Anyway, we got on, off, output selection. Okay, mode selection. Mode selection is like your profile selection. I'm going to call it profile just so you don't get confused with step modes, light modes, flashlight modes, you know. So yeah, profile makes sense. So here you got 6 of them. If you look at mode 1, so low and turbo with no memory. Nice. Mode 2, you got low, medium, high turbo with memory, which is mine is currently set on for this demo. Mode 3, you have one with a strobe without memory. Mode 4, you have it with the SOS without memory. See how that works? And mode 5, you have turbo. High, medium, low. It goes backwards. So it always starts on turbo. That's a nice thing. And no memory, as you can see. And 6, always turbo. Okay, so you might want that. So anytime you hit the tail, it's doing turbo. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'm enjoying that. So here we go. Here's some accessories, which I showed you. The battery, of course, is replaceable. You have to get to it to charge it, right? Show you that. Yeah, it will run on all types of batteries, too. Alkalines and nickel metal hydrides, though they recommend using the lithium. Don't blame them, because that's where this light excels. There's warnings. If you need to, read them. Know them. Be safe. And warranty stuff. Yeah, I don't know if this 12 year, 12 year, 12 year. Yeah, that'd be awesome. 12 month, 5 year. $5 at 5 year. I don't know what that covers, but okay, cool. Done. I always like to have posterity. All right, let's get to the flashlight so we can get my thoughts on this bad boy. All right, zoom it on down here. Yeah, I just look at this thing. It looks awesome too. Oh, the screen is getting wonky. Iron Man's coming to the rescue. Look at this thing. It's just awesome. This color looks really good too. In person, it's a real deep blue metallic. I think the camera's showing that well. Yeah. You got your tail there, and you got your forward light. You got your crenellated bezel. Yeah, looking good. We'll go over features here in a second, but just to give you an idea, let's go over size too. So size, this little bad boy. Length, we have 4 1/8 of an inch, or 105 millimeters. Our head diameter is just under an inch at 15/16 of an inch, or 24 millimeters. And our tail diameter is 7/8 of an inch, or 22 millimeters. Total weight with the battery is 75 grams. It's got a fairly little heft to it, but not too bad to be everyday carry. This I would recommend as an everyday carry. Great little backup flashlight. Almost could be your primary, believe it or not. It's that good of a light. You see the footage I took of this thing outside in action. Oh, you got to stay tuned for that. Awesome. So, all right, let's do a little size comparison. I always like to do that. Bring this up. So, yeah, we'll do the basic here. We'll put the flashlight in the middle. And we have various flashlights. Now, I just reviewed this little dude. This is the Vast Light i7. Look at this little guy. This is a tactical guy, too. It's got a tail switch. And it does 600 and, oh wait, no, not 600. I think 545 lumens. It's pretty awesome. Vast Light i7. But yeah, it runs on a 10440 if you want, or regular AAAs. But yeah, I'd stop for size would be kind of cool. Little dude, little tactical AAA. AAA battery. There you go. AA battery, which this would run on. There you go. You can see this definitely has a bigger profile. And I'm going to show you a couple other AA powered flashlights next to it as well. These are just for different sizes. And of course we have an everyday carry through night TC15 version 3. It's not tail operated, it's just side switch, but that's what I have on my table at the moment, so that's what you get. Gives you an idea of size. It actually kind of is like a middle ground size. And then those other two AA powered flashlights, I'll bring them out. I got a through night Saber. Really, I don't know if you'd call it tactical, but it does have a momentary. Yeah, high, low, high. I think it starts out with low. I don't know if it has mode memory. I can't remember. I don't think it does. But there's your Saber. And then you have ACEBEAM's Pokelit AA. I love this flashlight. I've had this for a long time. And just has an Chia LED in it. It's just an awesome light. And it's an orange. I kind of wish I had orange. This little dust magnet. But yeah, I'm going to keep the blue because, like I said, I only have one. This is my one blue flashlight. And this is the ACEBEAM. Oh, it starts really low. There we go. Give you an idea. Pretty awesome. The Chia rules. But yeah. I'll have links to probably the ACEBEAM up here in the iCard section. You can check it out. But yeah, for size comparison, you can see that the TAC AA has a bigger size because it needs it for the reflector to get that super throw you're going to see. Wow. I was amazed how far through and how much spill the thing has. Rocking. So there we go. Let's talk about features real quick, and then we'll get to demoing this thing. So let's go ahead and lower it back down. All right, features. Go to the front. We have tempered glass. Yeah, with anti-reflective coatings. Sweet. That crenellated bezel. It's pretty shallow. I guess it's kind of nice if you have your flashlight down and you can see it's lit. So that's a good thing because that's turbo. That probably would have melted something. Wait, that wasn't turbo. It was close to turbo. There's low. But yeah, that's kind of nice. So you can see that it is lit there. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So there you go. Awesome. Smooth reflector, like I mentioned. Yeah. And you got that LED down there. The Luminous SFT25R. That's kind of new to me. So I don't know much about that one. Cool white. And it did say that it had 6500K color temperature. So cool blue. It's a whitish blue, definitely. All right, great. But this provides an awesome spot and spill you're going to see in that video. It is amazing. I'll try to show it to you on the table as well. So here's our body, your typical aluminum alloy. That 6060, what do you call it? 6061 T6. Yeah, with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. Ooh, that blue does look good in person when it's focused right here on the camera. Looking nice. Now, it has cooling fins that are really deep cut and work well for this flashlight. Yeah, you can see them there. Really nice. Head belt clip. It's kind of integrated in the light. You really can't move it around. It's right there. So Get used to it, like it. Has hooks for a lanyard, because there's none on the tail there. No holes on the tail. Just there. I wish there were, because they have spots to put a hole. Ain't gonna hurt anything. They could have definitely done that, but they went with aesthetics, so I guess that's all right. So there, a lot of people probably won't use a lanyard. I'm probably the only one in the world. So it has 3-prong tail, guarded tail there. See that? 3 prongs. So you can tail stand. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I like that. Forward clicky, so you have momentary. This lets me cycle the modes too as well while it's off, so I don't even have to click it in. So that's neat. So that's why the 6 profiles are cool. So you could have this turbo all the time. So you could have momentary turbo, always turbo. You can click it on and they'll stay turbo, which is nice. But right now we have it on the profile 2, which is that if you look back on the instructions, it's low, medium, high, turbo with a memory. So if I click that on low, let's see, we'll go to, I think I don't know if you have to turn it on, turn it off. But I think you wait a little bit and it remembers the last mode. So yeah, when I turn it back on, it'll be on turbo. Beautiful thing. Yeah, loving that. So that's the tail is pretty simple to use. But yeah, it's a forward clicky design. Going to the battery, open this up real quick. Show you that this is IP68 waterproof, and look at the build quality on this bad boy. Oh yeah, look at the wall of this. That is amazing. Come on. Look how thick that is. Okay, so our battery is a 1000 milliamp hour protected button top with our USB-C connection. And of course, it lights up over here. Red when it's charging, green when it's finished. So it's very simple, straight up. I believe it's a 0.5 amp charge rate, so it's charging it fairly fast. So I think I threw this into my dedicated charger. I think I charged it at 250 milliamps. I'd recommend you do that if you have a dedicated charger. I'm assuming if you're buying flashlights like this, you probably have a dedicated charger. I would go that route. If you don't, it's okay. It's just, I don't know about longevity, but there you go. And of course, you could put in a standard battery, and it'll work on a standard battery as well. Let's just see what it does. This is an N loop. I don't know how it's charged now. Let's find out. So I put an N loop in there. Not sure what kind of light we'll get. Oh, decent light. Oh, the low is really low. Wow. So yeah, it's going to change what profile you get there. But yeah, that's neat. Okay, cool. So there's your running on an N loop. Okay, great. It's good to demo that so people know. Okay, great. So we'll put this lithium back in. That's what we want to demo this with. So drop resistance 1.5 meters, like I mentioned. And yeah, going through the modes is pretty basic on this flashlight. Like I said, to click it on and click it off. So on, off, and those half presses I showed you. So you can momentary, and then you keep momentary. Now, when the light's on, you have to actually turn it off to change the mode. So if the light's clicked on, yeah, there's no way to change it. So it's not reverse. So just forward, which isn't bad. So you can just do nice quiet. And again, depending on the profile you picked, it'll always start in low or always start in high. Things to remember, which I like. I think that's amazing. But yeah, very simple. And it feels really good too. And it's not making any noise. It's perfectly silent. So yeah, really simple. To get to those 6 modes, if you look at the instructions, I'm not going to do it on camera because it's impossible, but you do this 20 times or something like that. And it is weird. So you do this 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got to count it and then stop and then make sure it's clicked on. And then if it's flashing, then you know you're in the mode. So it's flashing once, stops, flashing once, stops. Then you click off, click it back in, and then it'll go flash twice. And then it'll go on, off, on, it'll flash twice, and then click it on, click it off, and it'll flash 3 times, click it on, click it, you get what I'm saying? So, and then when you find the one you like, turn it off, and it'll memorize that profile. So, it's just like, I'm not going to struggle. So, there we are. Let's head to the garage where I took some pictures, and then to a video I took outdoors of the TAC AA throwing some amazing light downrange ACEBEAM rocks. Let's go to the garage. Okay, here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. The light's on turbo. This is 900 lumens. Expected to run about 35 seconds, though I did notice mine lasted at least a minute before throttling. When you see the outdoor video, you'll notice it didn't throttle at all. It was definitely a minute long, so awesome. When it does throttle, it goes down to 450 lumens. It runs the remainder of that lithium battery out at 49 minutes. Expect a total throw of 360 meters. Yeah, 360. Amazing. Okay, now we're going into the high mode. This is 240 lumens. Expect a runtime of 2 hours. I guess this would be nice for a quick walk around the subdivision. Yeah, this would work out good. Now we're going to medium. Again, a lot of throw with this flashlight at medium, the lower setting, 50 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 14 hours. Now 50 lumens around this home is fine for looking for something. This would be the setting I would use the most. And then going to low, 5 lumens, our last picture here. This will run 58 hours before depleting the battery, and 5 lumens is nice for close-up work, especially when tuning portable radios, which I'll show you in a moment. So now let's go outside where you can see this thing on turbo in action, seeing objects downrange up to 100 meters. So let's go check that out. Okay, I'm outside with the ACEBEAM TAC AA version 2. Going to turbo, 900 lumens, 360 meters. Archway there's 30, tree behind it's 50, tree to the left there's 40. Going down range, a tree in the middle there is 100 feet. And then further down range, there's a gazebo I can see in person, right in that area. And it's 100 meters with some 2 pine trees. The stop sign down there is also 100 meters. Tree at 40, 50, archway, 100-foot tree. This thing has a lot of throw. Now it's going to throttle down here, I think, because it's getting pretty warm in the hand. But look at the spill in this thing. It's absolutely amazing for a small pocket flashlight. Love it. Let's bring it back down the sidewalk there to give you an idea. Okay, full spill. There we go. Bring it down. Okay, that footage was pretty awesome. This thing absolutely rocks. I love it. I'm glad I picked this up. So, okay, here we are on the bench. We'll turn off the lights real quick here and give you an idea what this looks like. Now, I got it on low. At 5 lumen setting, and I'm going to put that lantern diffuser on there. Okay, you can see the kind of the bluish tint it has. That's that cool white. Yeah, it's good you can see that. Okay, so we have this little cap. And this is nice. You know, you can read with this, so it diffuses it nicely. You don't have that harsher spot. I think you just bring this up a little bit. I don't think it matters, but yeah. And then you can cycle through and see how bright we can get this without being obnoxious. Oops, let's click down. It's that's turbo lantern mode. Yeah, so that's not bad. Well, at least you got something. Let me take it off. And then you got your spill in your spot. So it diffuses it pretty nicely, I would say. Yeah. You just gotta remember where to put it. Maybe you have a case for it or something. I don't know. But it gives you an idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and take that off. And we'll let's go cycle back to low. Click it on. So here we go, just coming in from the side. You can see that spill is amazing. And that's kind of what it is when it's on turbo as well, as you saw in the video. But yeah, this is great up close. I'm probably about 1.5 feet off the table. So yeah, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to aim it up at the ceiling. Turn it off. We're going to go momentary. So there's medium, there's high, and there's turbo. So that's at 900 lumens. Nice. 5 lumen. Actually, you can see that off the ceiling. It's pretty amazing. I love it. And then there's the medium 50 lumen, 240. Whoops, I clicked it on. And then turbo 900. Nice. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go to low again. We're going to bring a radio in real quick.
Rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hey, this is David Kaplan. I love the heat. Give me 90 degrees and a chance to be outdoors, and I'm a happy guy. But when you step out of the heat and into your home or business, I totally appreciate being able to control the temperature to make everybody comfortable. My friends at Automatic keep your AC system running its best.
Okay, cool. So as you can see there, or listen here as well, RFI on the flashlight wasn't a bad thing. I'm going to turn the lights back on. That's a Skywave 2, by the way. Yeah, good little radio. Love this radio. All right. So yeah, there we go. Bring Iron Man back in. Turn the slide off. So yeah, RFI minimal on low and medium. Hardly any on the high and turbo settings. So amazing light for your radios, and especially if you have a Skywave like this. This runs on AA batteries. So if you have a stockpile of alkalines and nickel metal hydrides, you can use them in this flashlight. So you have dual purpose. That's a good thing in an emergency. Having a radio, having a light that uses the same power source. I can't stress that enough. And I should feature more AA powered and AAA powered lights because they do have a purpose. You know, even though these use lithium, you can use standard batteries in them as well. I need to focus on that some more. So But yeah, this is a good light to focus on, especially if you own radios with a lot of AA power to them. And a lot of people do. They like that setup. Well, here we are. Great. There actually are some radios that run on 14500s, but there's only a few out there. Not as many as like the Skywave there. All right, cool. So let's go over things I like about the TAC AA, and we'll wrap this up. So I'll bring this back down. We'll go over likes, dislikes, wants, and overall opinion on it. So what do I like about it? Well, I gotta bring Iron Man back in, yeah. So big one is excellent build quality. And you can just see this thing exudes quality for $24 when it's on sale. Like I said, just wait for a sale price. You'll be happy. It just exudes quality. You saw how thick the walls was, the build, the feel, everything about this light screams quality. And it's going to last. If it's anything like this Pokelit I've been using all the time, it's going to last a long time. This has been a great light. And most of you who bought this ACEBEAM Pokelit are happy as can be. And I'm happy with it. So rock on. I'm going to love this one for sure. Heck yeah. So if you own the other one, you can buy this one. This one's a totally different animal. And I like it. And this midnight blue looks really good in person. That's great. I'm keeping it, even though I'm an orange fan. Yeah, I'm keeping this bad boy. What else I like? The throw and spill is impressive. So that is why this bigger head here is doing all the work. Yeah, it makes a great beam pattern, and you get that throw you need, especially when you want to see what's ahead of you or around the corner. That's a nice thing to have. Included 14500 battery, great. Tail switch operation with those 6 profiles, amazing. I mean, that's a really cool thing. Tail standing, okay, people love that, and I think it's kind of interesting, and I like to use it once in a while, especially when the power's out, and I do know where this is at. Do a little lantern mode, that's not bad. It's a good thing to have. Running on standard AAs, again, couldn't stress that enough. We already did, but yeah, running on either rechargeable in the loops or alkaline batteries, it can do it. I'd recommend just lower settings, so you don't overload those batteries. They don't tend to discharge well at high rates, so I would definitely stick with lower settings on that if you're using standard AAs. They say pretty much as backup batteries. IPX68 waterproof. Like I said, it's a great deal when on sale. $24. Don't spend more than $24. It seems like they want to put this thing on sale all the time. Like I say right now, at the making of the video, the blue one, the orange one, and the black one, the 3 available colors in cool white, were $24. So the frick. That's okay though. I like it. Decent run times in all the step modes. I did enjoy that with the lithium battery. Dislikes, I wish there was an easier way to select those profiles. It's a pain. It really is. That's why I didn't show it to you on camera. I mean, come on. 20 times and pray that it gets in the mode, and then make sure it's clicked on, and then make sure you clicked it on and off without resetting it and going to a different profile. Wow, that's a headache and a half. So yeah, they need to find an easier way to change the profile. Once you get the profile you like, stay with it. Don't change it. It will stay the same even with the battery removed, so it's programmed and it stays, which is good. Take the battery out, it doesn't reset. So you better like what you picked, or you got to play around with it. So, practice makes perfect. So just do it a couple times. You'll get the hang of it. Sub Lumen Mode would be great as well. That's what I want on this flashlight. That's about it. It's only 2 things that I could find that I really wanted with this thing. I like everything else about it. It's absolutely amazing. So going overall impression, the ACEBEAM TAC AA version 2 is an amazing flashlight for the money and gets a solid recommendation from todderbert. Rock on all the way. Yeah, at retail price of $29 and on the sale price. But if you can wait for the sale, even better. And if it's not on sale right now, when you get this video, wait. Probably Prime Days towards October, sale prices, Black Friday. This thing will be on sale, trust me. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give a big like if you did. 2, if you like ACEBEAM flashlights, want to see more, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos if you haven't already, which I'm sure you have. And 3, comment down below what you think about the TAC AA. Are you a fan? Are you a fan of like the Poke-Light? Are you a fan of the little tiny AAA dudes as everyday carry? This will be more of a backup for me. It's really small. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty micro. I'm a fan of this. I would put this in my pants bag, coat pocket, wherever. It's easy to carry. I mean, it is. But let me know what your thoughts are. Which way would you go? Be nice to read it and see what you guys have to say. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.